and welcome back to another movie review. So we're doing one for the original Descendants movie from Disney. There is, I think, 4 of them currently. A 5th one is in the works, but there's 4 out right now. And these are by request from Grant, so we're finally doing the thing. So, I have some thoughts. So, our 4 main casting characters in this. We have Dove Cameron playing Mal, Cameron Boyce as Carlos, Boo Boo Stewart as Jay, and Sophia Carson as Evie. Now, those names mean nothing to you right now. But the whole premise of this movie is it's basically the descendants of the Disney characters are all in school together now. Like high school. So, Mal is Maleficent's daughter, who is played by Kristen Chenoweth, by the way, which was my selling point right then and there. Carlos is, oh god, which one was which? Carlos was Cruella's son, which, R.I.P. Cameron Boyce, if I remember right. I think he passed away already. He was very young, he had an epileptic seizure, and I'm just like, oh shit. But, anyway, so he's Cruella's son. I guess there was no way of really making a name that was like a male version of Cruella, because Cruella's already not really a name, but they tried. They did what they could with it. Jay is Jafar's son, so just the letter J, Jafar. It makes sense, just like Maleficent. And then Evie is the evil queen's daughter, which, could we have not been more creative with the names? Both, Evie at least makes sense, being an offshoot of evil queen, but they didn't even give the evil queen a name. Her name is just Evil Queen. Which, I guess everyone knows who you're talking about in the Disney universe when you do that, but whatever. But, Kathy Najimy plays her, aka if you have ever seen Hocus Pocus, the witch who smells children, that's her. I spent the whole movie staring at her face, going, she looks so familiar, why does she look so familiar? Had to be pointed out to me why she looked so familiar, and then I felt really stupid. But, to be fair, the way they had her made up for this, I don't think I would have ever guessed that in a million years. So, basically, the children of all these evil villains are all outcasts on this island that do not have access to the mainlands where all, like, the royalty's offspring lives, even though they're also royalty. Shocker. Maybe not Cruella, but the others are. So, regardless, there's, like, a special force field between their land and the mainland. I keep wanting to call it Arendelle. It is literally not Arendelle, even though my brain wants it to be really bad. It is... do I have it listed somewhere? I'm not sure if I do. Hold up. Auradon, not Arendelle. Well, you can see where I mixed them up, though, okay? But anyways, so, this is a musical, by the way, which, of course, appeals to my interests. But, so, thoughts? Like, with Belle and the Beast at the start of it, I have to admit, all I kept thinking was how perfect Natalie Portman would have been as Belle in this. Like, she really would have, though. If you watch this and see who plays Belle. Now, imagine it is Natalie Portman. Tell me that I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. Anyway, so I took notes on the different songs and what they made me think of, or just thoughts on them. So, like, the first song is Rotten to the Core. It's, like, halfway between Rent and Thriller. What is not to love about that? So, I already mentioned Kristen Chenoweth being Maleficent. So, Evil Like Me is very Broadway. Reminds me of Chicago. This could have been a Kander and Ebb song, for all I know. I know it's not, but it sounds like it could have been. The song, did I mention, is very High School Musical. If Only is like a stereotypical Disney pop song. Be Our Guest, which, yes, is a new rendition of that. It sounds like if Glee did Be Our Guest. That is what this sounds like. Did they ever do Be Our Guest? Let's find out. Let's consult the Google. Did Glee ever do Be Our guessed. They did. They did. Okay, I thought it sounded familiar. I was like, wait, I could swear this actually happened. Yeah, they did. Okay. So it sounds a lot like that. And then, where's my notes? The last one, Set It Off, is another, like, generic, like, early 2010s pop sound to it. It's not a bad thing. I'm not slighting it in any kind of a way. But anyway. So basically, the son of Beauty and the Beast wants to open the borders to let 4 of these descendants of the evil ones come to their school, because they didn't do wrong in and of themselves. Therefore, why should they be punished for the actions of their parents? Now, one parent is kind of on board with this, the other one's like, hell no. But he ends up winning, and they end up coming over, and it is quite the adjustment period for just all of them integrating with normal society, as it were. Although I do have questions. I have questions. Canonically, all of the Disney princesses were, like, disturbingly young when their stories took place, especially Snow White. How many of these Disney princesses would have had to have been teen moms for this story to be happening and all of their kids to collectively be the same age? Asking for a friend. So, anyways, out of the main 4 of the Descendants, I think my favorite is probably just Mal, as basic as that is, even though, yes, main character energy, I fucking know. But Evie, just the whole time, I'm like, I swear by the end of this movie, she's gonna be a teen mom. She's way too boy crazy for her own damn good. Like, tell me I am wrong. And then, like, some of the people they get involved with, I'm like, for instance, Dopey has a son. Let that sink in. Dopey, as in the 7 Dwarves Dopey, has a son. Which means somebody banged Dopey. Who was it? Who was it? Snow, you're not as white as the driven snow, are you? Nah, I'm not buying it. I think that's the mom. But it's never told who the parents are, other than Dopey. So they never told who the mother is of that one. So I'm like, my fan theory, Snow's the mom. Anyway, so regardless, there's Chad Charming, which is Cinderella and Prince Charming's son. The fact that they named him Chad. Somebody on the script writing team, for sure, is just like terminally online as the rest of us. And he understood the assignment. And boy, Chad is the chattiest Chad. I must admit. I kind of wanted to punch him in the face the whole time. Just throwing it out there. Throwing it out there. Jay having, like, a fear of dogs because his mom, Cruella, led him to believe that they are bloodthirsty beasts who will rip your throat out. And, you should never go near a dog. You're the same woman who wanted to keep, like, 101 Dalmatian puppies and turn them into coats. Are we just supposed to forget about that? Yeah. He ends up befriending a dog, by the way, and he gets to keep a puppy. Spoiler. Spoiler. So, basically, we watch, like, the whole progression as they're just trying to live their lives as high school students. Now, of course, Maleficent sees this as an opportunity because she thinks Mal can get her the magic wand that will spring them from their hellhole island over there, and they can reintegrate into society too and probably take it over. So she has horrible intentions. Mal is literally just trying to do her thing and exist as a teenager. And she starts to realize she likes just existing as a teenager a lot. And she eventually falls in love and has to pick between, do I want to be evil like my mom, or do I want to pick good? Like, there's a whole lot of, like, the stereotypical high schooler teenager tropes in this movie. So I'm not gonna, like, hash all of them. Just, if you're curious, watch the movie. It's on Disney+. If you don't have Disney+, pirate it. I don't know what to tell you. So, regardless, Just saying. I'm not here to condone it. I don't know what you do in your off time when you're not watching me, but just saying, if it happens, it happens. But regardless. So, anyways, it's a cute movie. I have to admit, it's a cute movie. Is it a little bit of a hot mess? Yes, but it was also like a straight to Disney Channel original, so you have to take it for what it is and meet it where it's at. For the time that this was released, for it being a Disney Channel original movie, it is fine at what it is and what it does. And again, it's cute, and I love that Kristen Chenoweth's in it, and I love how much screen time she gets. Actually, I would give her all of the screen time if it were up to me. But she's not, so I don't think she's even in the sequels, sadly. I wish she were, but from what I'm told, I don't think she is. Womp womp. But anyway, honestly, I don't think I would, in good conscience, give it more than like a 3 out of 5, just in terms of quality. But in terms of being enjoyable, I had fun with it. Like, not gonna lie, the whole time while I was watching it, I should have been jotting these down as notes on my notepad instead of just texting them to Grant, who requested it in the first place. He was cracking up at everything I was coming up with as I was watching it. But then I felt like, is that too mean to include these comments in the review? I think it might be too mean. So I didn't. But he got to enjoy them, like, as they were. And now I'm thinking maybe on the next one, I should literally write them all down as I go and include all of them. Just saying. But it is a cute movie. I would recommend it. But don't expect it to be like the Mona Lisa of Disney movies. It's not. But for what it is, I was curious about it because A, remember when Lip Smacker did that whole line of Descendants products that they did? And I think I even bought some of them even though I had never seen it. So there was that. Grant was obsessed with it and has been telling me about it for years and been trying to get me to watch it, and he finally got me to, so yay. But also, my niece Samantha also was obsessed with this thing and also trying to get me to watch it. So, next time I see her, I mean, it'll be pretty great telling her that I finally did, in fact, watch the thing, even though I think she's long past the point of caring at this point. But back when it came out, it was like her world. So, anyways, those are my thoughts on this one. Like I said, I should have taken more notes than I did. I realized when I looked at my notepad, I'm like, oh, I really only just jotted down shit about the songs. Oops. So of those songs, I think my favorite, by default, would have to be Evil Like Me, because it's the Kristen Chenoweth one, and because it sounds like a Kander and Ebb song. Second place goes to Rotten to the Core. I didn't think anything was going to top it going in. I was like, wow, they started out strong. But then they gave us the other one not that long after. I was like, oh wait, actually this is my favorite. But Rotten to the Core is also pretty cool. But anyway, those are my thoughts. Take them or leave them. But I do recommend it if you enjoy this kind of genre. So anyway, it actually kind of felt like watching Glee, not gonna lie. It was like a Disney version of Glee, which is pretty fabulous. Or actually, no. It is like halfway between Glee and Once Upon a Time, both of which I absolutely adored the shit out of. So this was kind of right in my wheelhouse. So, anyways. By the way, Glee has not aged well if anyone has tried to go back and rewatch that. Even just episode number 1 of season 1 is already so problematic by today's standards. I was like, holy shit. I forgot they went there on some of this stuff, but anyway, I'm just saying, it is kind of like halfway in between those two shows. It falls right in, it's enjoyable. You'll probably have a lot of fun with it if you decide to watch it. Anyway, that's it for this one, guys. So as usual, you know what to do. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a like. If you're not already and you'd like to be, click subscribe. Hit that notification bell icon so you never miss an upload. Leave comments down below. Make sure you're following my social media accounts, my Facebook fan page, my Twitter, my Instagram, my eBay, my Reddits, everything and more. It's all down below. And if you like what I do here on this channel and you'd like to help support it, the donation link, as always, is down in the description. Get your name on the end card for a month from the time of donating. Anyway, guys, till next time, see ya.